Hey you guys, what is up? Back again here on my channel for, as the title suggests, of course, yet another thrift haul, my most common video here on this channel. I do want to jump right in because this is probably one of the biggest thrift hauls I have had on my channel so far, but to be fair, I've had quite a few very long thrift hauls, so let's just jump right in. Okay, so the first thing I got I'm actually currently wearing. It is this adorable little stars and stripes scarf. I liked it mostly because the design felt very like Rockstar to me, but also because of the color. I liked that it was just black, white, and gold. I love that the gold stars are sort of like metallic in certain places, adds just sort of another layer, another dimension to the scarf. I don't wear a lot of scarves, but I thought this one would be so cute as either like a headscarf, like those old Hollywood like girl in a convertible vibes, or just like a nice summer piece because it's really light and airy, but it's also just a nice stylish piece to have in my wardrobe, so I did pick this up. The next thing is, of course, a summer basic. I was looking for a lot of t-shirts or like tank tops. I'm really looking for tank tops because I don't own any tank tops currently for the most part. So I did pick up just this really basic sort of ribbed black tank. I did go ahead and crop this, and I've already washed all of these pieces, so if they're a bit wrinkled, that's my bad, but I went ahead and I did give this one a little crop just because I thought it would be cuter. It was like just a nice little summer basic for me. The next piece I did pick up was this beautiful Anne Rochelle vintage sort of silk looking, but of course it is polyester blouse. I liked the black t-shirt sort of, but like elevated, like a black t-shirt but elevated. I liked the material. I think this is such a beautiful sort of Baroque inspired design. Okay, now I want to get into some of my funner pieces that I picked up. This is originally from the brand The Limited, so it's not vintage, but it's definitely older because all of the Limiteds in my area, I believe the company went out of business in the 2000s, so I know that this is not new, but it basically looks brand new, and it's just this sort of 70s inspired or maybe even 90s inspired halter top sort of thing. It's so beautiful. It is just like flowy and nice. I could wear this with some wide leg jeans and really lean into like that 70s vibe with that halter, you know? Oh, this next piece I feel like is going to be so incredibly flattering. This is a Donna Gray, so a DG piece, and it is just this like beaded, I don't even know what cut you would call this because it's not a peplum, but it's not a halter. But it like does come out at the bottom a bit, and it is like this really deep V, sort of like a faux wrap peplum halter situation. I don't know what you would call it. And it's like sort of like almost an athletic cut in the back. I don't know. It's the sweater material, but it is obviously sleeveless, and I just loved this. I thought this would be really great, especially for that transitional period between summer and fall. The next piece I have is by the brand's Impressions Lifestyle. It is a size medium, and it is just this sort of coppery toned like mustard velvet t-shirt, which I am pretty used to owning velvet t-shirts that I don't love, but this one, just the color I couldn't say no to. It was like $1. I couldn't say no to this one, so I want to give velvet t-shirts another try. To me, it's just like so basic, but sometimes you need those basics, and this one is vintage. I don't know, I just really liked it, so I did pick this one up as well. This is a vintage Chico's design. It is a size 1, and it is 55% linen and 45% cotton, which I just loved. I pick up linen basically every time I see it because it's a nice and light material that again sort of transcends season, so it can be sort of more summer wear or winter wear, which I just thought this was so adorable. It's basically like a sweater vest or like a sweater tank, as you've seen me haul previously, but I thought this would be so cute with like a white button down underneath it in the fall or winter, and it would be cute on its own in the summer, like tucked into, again, like a nice pair of blue denim or even black denim I think would be stunning with this. I think this is the last of the tops. I think so. I think this is the last of the tops. This is by Necessary Objects, and boy was it. Now you've heard Fran Drescher's name on my channel so often, but this again is just a basic, but it did remind me of some of her like core outfits, but it's just a mock neck vintage velvet t-shirt, which again, I love that it's a t-shirt. I love that for layering. I'm so used to buying pieces that are good for the winter, but I don't think about them in terms of layering. So the fact that this has shorter sleeves means it's going to work even better under blazers and things like that, just because it's not a long sleeve. Okay, I'm going to move into skirts because I don't have a ton of those to show you. But the first one that I picked up was this stunning skirt. There is no brand. It's a size 12 and it's 100% rayon if you are curious. And it is just the most beautiful sort of ketchup and mustard vibe. I love this. I might shorten it. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it on. As I said, I probably will shorten this to make it a mini skirt. But this is just such a beautiful, again, fall winter staple. I don't know what my obsession with hauling fall and winter fashion is. Hopefully, you know, we get some fall and winter weather this year, but I am in love with all things sort of this tartan plaid, and I love how dramatic the print of the skirt is, and again, it's just so well made. This skirt I thought was really unique. Again, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it on, but I really liked it. It's by Plaza South. It has the date of 2008 on it, so it's not very vintage, but it was just had a super interesting bottom. So it's just like a regular black sort of maxi skirt, but then you get to the bottom and you have like this cool, almost like, it's like Baroque design to it, but I don't know, I just thought with one of my white button-ups, you know, my old lady tops that I love so much, this would just be such a stunning piece. And again, it's like, it's just such an interesting, like, some of you are probably going to be like, this is hideous. But it almost reminds me of like a dancer, like someone who does like ballroom dancing or like waltzes. I don't know, I feel like this would just has so much movement to it that it makes me think of someone like that. The next skirt I got is by Rafaela. It's 100% rayon and this is a medium, and I love it so much. This actually has pockets, and I didn't realize it had pockets till I was washing it, but it has pockets. They're not deep, but that's not the point. But it's just, again, this beautiful summer floral that, again, because the colors are both summery and sort of jewel toned, I feel like this could be a great winter staple as well. I love pieces that I can wear all year long, but it's just so flowy. Like, it's so incredibly flowy. There's a lot of movement to the every fall I see someone in one of these skirts, and every fall I tell myself I will be in that skirt soon, and every fall I buy a skirt similar to this that just doesn't quite hit the mark, and I think I've hit the mark this time, you guys. With that last one I showed you, and with this is one of those maxi or midi, this might be a midi skirt, but it's pleated all the way around, and it's just these beautiful reds, burnt oranges, siennas, dark browns, blacks. I love this color combination for fall. This is one of my favorite things, but because it's so light, airy, and flowy, this is again a great piece for summer as well. I love the design. This is just one of those things that I feel like never necessarily goes out of style, but I just, they're so gorgeous. Every time I see someone wearing them, you could style this with combat boots and a band tee. You could style this with a nice blouse and some heels. I mean, and a belt. Oh my gosh, you could style this so many ways and it would be gorgeous in every single way. The next two are boring because they are slip skirt. This is a size medium. This is definitely old, you guys. It is just this pale ivory, like probably to the knee slip skirt. It's got a little slit on the side, which I love. Love a little spice. I love this lace at the bottom. It is definitely well made. This lace is stunning. The only sad thing is it's not on the back, but I actually don't mind that. And the actual fabric is sort of like this cream on cream floral design. You can kind of see how it shines in the light there. Oh my god, I loved that so much. And the other one is sort of similar to one I've thrifted before, but I really liked the pleating of this one. This felt very Sarah Jessica Parker, very Sex and the City, so it's just this pale blush color, but then it has these like these little triangle stitches of fabric that make this so much flowier than any of my other slip skirts. I have some flowy slip dresses, but as for skirts, they're usually like a little tighter in the hip, and they're usually not quite as flowy at the bottom. I mean, you could see that. That's like, this is flowy. Like, I'm going to show you this two-piece set that I have. Oh my god, it is so fantastic. So this is nylon and wool, and it doesn't have a brand that I can see. This is the skirt portion. I will probably end up shortening this just to make it, you know, a little more modern. But it is just this navy blue with these white grid patterns in the fabric. And oh my god, I think this is such a stunning pencil skirt. I mean, get in there. Look at that design. To me, this is so modern. I love it. I just want to shorten the skirt a little bit, if it even fits. Again, haven't tried any of those on. But this one is so stunning. I love it so, so much. And it came, you guys, it came with the most beautiful blazer I think I've ever thrifted. I'm sorry, it doesn't have a brand. It's by Jones, New York. This blazer truly is something else. Now, you might not agree. You might be sitting there thinking this is just like a grid blazer, but like the gold buttons, like, guys, the gold buttons, the lapels being so dramatic, the pockets, just the details, like, look, the way this fit, like, picture this with a t-shirt, like a cute little white t-shirt and some jeans, and tell me that this woman doesn't slay your soul. This dress, you guys. Okay, so this is by Danny Max or Louise Snyder. I'm not really sure. It says it's a size 6, so like I've got my fingers crossed, and it's vintage, so like really fingers are crossed. It is just, again, like Fran Drescher called. She wants her dress back. You can't even see it. It's got like this top part. It's like, it's one piece, but it's like got this like top, little cropped, like, you can see that, like with the stitching and these big dramatic buttons. Oh my god, and these like almost sheer sleeves with this like tight little snatched waist and this little pencil skirt bottom. Who knows, I might shorten that too. But it is just so stunning. It's got these dramatic shoulder pads, which I love. If you've been on this channel, you know I love me a good shoulder pad. There are very few things I end up taking the shoulder pads out of, so you know I love a good shoulder pad. This next one might have dog hair on it, but I do apologize. It's by the brand, the Status Collection. Come on. It is definitely 90s inspired, and I think I have to retie these little arm things because somebody tied them and they're like little teeny tiny armholes. But I loved the top because it's very 90s inspired, which I know is very in, but I love that it's an evening gown. I mean, it's to the floor, y'all, and it's got quite the dramatic slit. This is like a thigh slit, and it's got this like cool floral glitter design to it. I don't know. This is so pretty to me. Again, it's that monochromatic like vibe where it's like the glitter is like almost the same color, and it's in the same color family. It's like a charcoal gray glitter on this black velvet. This is so luxe to me. This is, in my opinion, like the hot housewife around the corner who's like taking everyone's husband. Like, look at her. Look at her. She's like the best tea party dress. But I just thought this was so cool, and I liked like the modern print of the dress because at first I thought it was a floral, but if you actually look at it, it's like sort of these paint strokes along with these like little very 80s looking little string, very 80s looking circle designs, but they're like painted. They're not painted, but they look like that's the intention of the print. You know what I mean? And like it's got like the sleeve that like buttons in the back, or you could flip this up and wear it that way. Like, this is a housewife dress. You cannot tell me anything in this dress. I want to cook you dinner and poison you with arsenic in your whiskey in this dress. That is the vibe I get from this dress. This is like the scarily perfect housewife on the corner who's been married twice because her first husband died in a mysterious way. Okay, this one is a bit too big, as you can see. So I don't know, I might end up tailoring it. It is, like, if I pin this back, like, it's kind of gorgeous. Like, again, she's the woman you don't want to mess with who lives down the street who's gonna bake you a pie. You guys, you guys, you guys, you guys, you guys. You don't understand. You don't understand. I say this every time I thrift leather, but if I see leather, silk, linen, basically those three materials, if I see them in a thrift store, I thrift them. Oh my god, the most gorgeous Kenneth Cole coat. This one's definitely not vintage. Kenneth Cole, I don't believe, is a very old brand. I could be very wrong. They could have been around since like the 20s. I wouldn't know. But I do remember I used to sell Kenneth Cole at my store. And it can get very expensive, especially for genuine lambskin leather. Oh my god! It's this gorgeous, like, mid-calf length trench coat in this gorgeous tan, this beige. Now I do have leather trench coats in black, I have one in red, and I have one in, I think, like a whitish gray and like sort of a more brick toned brown color, like a darker chocolatey brown. And now I have a beige one. I have a leather trench for every occasion. I saw this color and I was like, come on. I have another two-piece suit to show you guys, but I need you to understand the level of excitement that I was at with this amazing find. This is by the brand Laundry. This is so stunning. This is from 1995 because it does have another date in there. And it's by the designer Shelley Segal. And you guys are gonna be like, this is such a basic, but like, it's a two-piece suit. The skirt's a little big, I'll admit. It's a size 12, and I thought because it's a vintage 12, maybe it'll fit perfect. This one's a little bit big, but I might just go get this one tailored. This is a lambskin. This is a genuine leather. And it's got like this beautiful, like sort of crocodile, like embossing? It's not embalming. Embossed, I don't know. It's like, not a print, but it's like a texture. It's got this texture to it. And it's this pencil skirt, and it's gorgeous, and oh my god, look at that, and it's real leather. I have found these skirts so often, but they're like that really thick, chunky, like not very comfortable or flattering, and like this one is just so well made and so well kept and so soft and buttery and gorgeous. This is just so much. This is so much, you guys. This had to have costed someone like at least $400 originally. This is so, I'm gonna look this brand up afterwards. Like, it's just, you think it's like this plain black blazer, but it's just that texture. It's just that beautiful crocodile texture. And the woman at the register was so impressed with this find. And there was another customer at the register, and she was like, you're gonna look so good. This is one, oh my god, I have to put it on. You have to see it. The button probably will need some repair because the button itself on the inside is a little bit flaky. But like, you guys, like, for real? For real? Are you kidding me? That concludes my wonderful, amazing thrift haul for you guys. I'm so excited about the pieces that I found. I hope you guys are having an amazing week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!